Hey, Brain Juice, how's it going? How you been? Good to see ya. Did you see the game I started playing? It's one you streamed not too long ago. I did not. Did you put it in Discord? Oh wait, No, I don't see it. What are you playing? Okay, let's... Only savages lived in the East? It's not very nice, lady. Yes, it's in the creative section. Super Mario 64. Oh, it's yesterday. Oh, you posted a video about it. No, I'll have to watch that. Have you played this before? Oh, you revisited it. Okay, yeah, you have played it before. So you're trying to finally beat it. Well, good luck. Yeah, I did play that recently. Hey, Turbo. Brian, Terry said you hate Dragon Quest and love Kingdom Hearts, then he farted. I don't think Terry... You can tell if Terry farted or not. He wouldn't announce that. Oh boy. Ba 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 ba. Our small temple serves sailors. The villagers of Tedanki used to visit here often, but now I think Tedanki is somewhere around here. There it is. Welcome to Tedanki Village. Two chests. Bum, 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 bum. I sell weapons and armor. Shears, nobody can use it. Magic armors, nice. Magic dress, skirt, horned helmet. Well, they don't sell a zombie slasher here? I thought they did. I can get some horned hats, magic armors. Get some magic armors, that'd be good. Bum 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 bum. Let's see, yeah. There's a volcano not far from here. Go east around the Horn of Tedanki. Hug the coast and go up the river. The volcano will be on your left. The volcano is the key to Gondo. However, unless you are truly strong, going near the crater would... be nothing short of foolhardy. Holy cow, what happened to the stream? You restarted Mario 64? And he refarted. Brian, you gonna do a response this month since you ignored the last one? Oh, for worst games? I might. I might. I mean, if I gotta think of a game that I played that was bad. Seems like less people have been doing responses in the more recent community discourses. Okay, maybe I'll do one then. I gotta think of a game. Yeah, we noticed. I'm surprised DSD Alex didn't make a response for Fighting Month. Yeah, I'm not a big fighting fan, so I didn't do that one. Oh, Axel, not Alex, sorry. Yeah, fighting games aren't as popular genre, and not everyone cares for them. That's why I put a beat 'em up in my submission, simply because I just don't care for fighting games. Yeah, I guess I could have did a beat 'em up. Okay, I'll have to make one. I'll have to think of a game. I know Axel personally since he lives a town over and he's been going through some personal stuff. He's supposed to appear in a fighting game month originally, but he's been taking a break. Yeah, you guys did a podcast about N64 once I listened to. I thought y'all would be a lot less strict about what counts as a fighting game. I mean, Urban Reign technically isn't really much of different from a fighting game. There's a versus mode, you can fight one-on-one, so technically it counts. So something was happening, I didn't see you guys' responses until a while. Or your chat. You already have my submission for this month's community Discord uploaded. I haven't made it public yet because my Super Mario 64 video just dropped. I'll have to watch that this evening. Yeah. You have it scheduled to release? So wonderful if we could fly. Be able to go anywhere we wanted without fear of monsters. This is the jail. Stay away. You must find the final key that opens jail doors. You must set sail for Lancel, an island far south of Baharata. Hey, a life acorn. Oh, man, she's almost dead. Brian, you just woke up and you're the last person on Earth. What's your first 24 hours like? Would I know I'm the last person on Earth? I mean, I'm not a very exciting person. I'd probably just go to the store and get like a frozen pizza. And like go back, maybe come back home and I'd probably, well, if I was, no, I'd probably just take it. I mean, I could, like, get anything if I'm the last person on Earth, so yeah, I get as much pizza as I wanted, I guess. I wouldn't still pay for it, though. Yeah, I'd probably move. Yeah. Definitely. Would you start planting seeds? Would I start planting seeds, like Johnny Appleseed? Probably not. I mean, there's still trees around. I wouldn't have to. Move where? Probably anywhere, really. I get out of the South. I go north or Midwest. Hello, Annie. How are you? If Turbo was the last person on Earth, he would visit every Arby's restaurant in the world and eat all the prepared meat mountains. Meat mountains. Wind Waker is the best game ever in Dolphins rule. Poking the shark. The smart thing to do, Brian, would be live in a place with fertile soil. Oh, because I could, like, farm stuff? You're probably right. I'd probably move to, like, maybe the Midwest would be good. Lots of space, lots of farmland, lots of corn. I am a meat mountain. You're a mountain of meat, though. All right. Turbo. See, Annie, don't poke Annie. Turbo. So we women. How about Colorado? I don't know. I'd like to see Colorado. I don't know if I'd like to live there. I mean, it would be less humid, so maybe. Sure, why not Colorado? Sure, yeah. Yeah, Colorado has good farmland. Let me ask you guys where you'd move. Turbo, where would you move? I'd find the home of one of those doomsday preppers because they've done all the hard work for me. Oh. So, yeah, it's smart. The problem with me is I'm stuck on an island. Oh yeah, and I can't sail a boat. Can you take, could you take the channel to, across the channel and go to Europe? Go to France and then escape that way. You can't swim. Swim, Terry, swim. Well, I don't know if you'd want to swim across the channel. Channel tunnel would be terrifying by yourself. There'd still be power, right? Don't he need now papers? Now papers. Oh no, if he was the last person... I don't think so. I mean, if he's the last person on Earth, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't need any papers. Plus, having to move all the stuff through the channel would be an inconvenience. Well, you could just get new stuff. You're the last person on Earth. I don't know. I'd go to Metal Jesus House first and find a Doomsday House because they probably have a long-lasting power source like solar. You go to Metal Jesus House? And he's like, if I'm the last person on Earth, I don't lie, Turbo. The reason you go to Metal Jesus House is to steal all his games. I think if I was the last person on Earth, video games would be the last. I mean, I love video games, but I'd have more pressing issues. I mean, I could just play whatever games I wanted. Yeah, I'd steal all his games and steal his games, then take his games. So you'd steal them and take them. There are things that are important to me. Oh, that you have, yeah. I gotcha. It doesn't mean you have to ignore all laws. Well, I mean, if he's the last person on Earth, it's not like he's killing anybody, Annie. He's just going to France without a ticket. There's nothing wrong with that. Take them to Doomsday House. Whatever the sun's gonna explode one day, play Frogger, man. That's... Be like George Costanza. Like, honestly, I'd probably move further north to Northumberland. The Northumberland coast. Let's take a look at this. Baumberg Castle on the Northumberland coast. Castles are cool. You could live in a castle, Terry. How awesome would that be? That'd be cool to live in a castle. You've been to Baumberg Castle? How is it? That's pretty cool. I've never been to an actual castle or a medieval castle. Brian, top 10 Frogger games? I don't... Are there 10 Frogger games? Frogger and Frogger 2 are all I can think of. And that one on PlayStation. The 3D one. Those are the only ones I know. If we're talking ports, there's a Frogger Game Boy, Frogger Super Nintendo, Frogger on Atari. There's a castle-themed hotel near you. It's huge in Versailles, Kentucky. Okay, let's take a look at it. It's pretty neat. It's looking right next to the sandy area. Yeah, I saw that in a picture of it. It looked cool. Not too far off the underwater road that takes you to Holy Island. That sounds like a JRPG, like, area. Holy Island of Lindisfarne. Holy Island is where the Viking invasion started. Oh, against the Normans. Right? So that's where they... In England, okay. Against the Anglo-Saxons. Oh yeah, I'll look up your castle hotel. Let me look it up. Versailles, Kentucky. Versailles is a home rural class city in Woodford County, Kentucky, United States. It lies 13 miles by the road west of Lexington and is part of the Lexington-Fayette Metropolitan Statistical Area. Versailles has a population of 9,316 according to the 2017 census estimates. It is the county seat of Woodford County. The city's name is pronounced Versailles, an Anglicization different from the French pronunciation of the rural city of the same name near Paris. Okay, it's different pronounced then. Well, it gained a lot of population over the few years. Versailles, Kentucky Castle. The Kentucky Castle. There it is. My old Kentucky home. A lot of Google reviews. It looks pretty majestic there, Turbo. Brian, my life is an RPG? I mean, I don't think it's that great. I mean, I try to level up each year. Sometimes I just get a little level up. Sometimes it's a bigger one. Sometimes I don't get anything at all. Sometimes I try to run away and I fail. This was before the Normans. They burned Lindisfarne to the ground. Was the first attack on the Anglo-Saxons. Okay. Did you look up the damn... I did, yes. Looks pretty impressive. Baumberg Castle has a really weird structure to it. It's got an elevated courtyard. Huh. When I'm the last human on Earth, I can play Dragon Quest all day. That's Then what's different from now? You can do that now. What's stopping you now, Annie? It's not on ground level. The courtyard's not on ground level. I mean, that's depressing. On the other hand, I could never annoy Brian again. I think a lot of people... I mean, you don't annoy me. You guys are funny. Lemon, that's even more depressing. They designated it that way so invaders couldn't enter it easily. There's no gate. You have to climb it up a bunch of stairs. At the bottom of this... Is it all the sandy hills? You have to do other stuff now? Yeah, we do all have responsibilities. I guess if you're the last person on Earth, you can shirk those responsibilities. It's like a man-made plateau. Like taking care of Marine K. Well, you're a mother. You gotta do that. That's just proper to do, you know? We're gonna get the Lamp of Darkness in here. The Lamp of Darkness turns day to night. It's useful if we need to turn day to night. Black hat. Not me. I'm 38 hours into Final Fantasy VII Remake. At first I thought you said Mario, not Mario. Maybe I did. So you're into the first Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? Actually, it isn't man-made, my bad. It's just got asphalt on the ground. To elevate it. Sometimes I have to do stuff when I want to play Dragon Quest. Well, that's just called being a responsible adult, Annie. But yeah, it's on a plateau. So they used it. It's cool. It's elevated to prevent against like invaders. Did it work? I have an orb. I wanted to give it away while I was still lived. So that is where one of the orbs is in Tedanki. The world is so cruel. It can be, for sure. For sure. Yeah, Rebirth isn't on PC yet. It's PS5 only, so I can't play it yet. You're playing it on Steam, right? The Steam Deck? Play the FF7 remake like you did, Annie? Yeah, that's a good idea. Play the Final Fantasy VII remake. Yeah, you streamed that, I think, Annie. Seems to. It's one of the most well-kept castles in the country. It's very touristy, huh? Yeah, it's like a NES-style remake. They just made Final Fantasy VII looking like Final Fantasy 1. This isn't like the castles in the sense of castle hotels you see in the USA. It's a real castle. Yeah. Very traditional castle. Ouch. Brian, shut up. Like, you're always talking. Do you think we come here to hear you, dude? Like, so inconsiderate. My god. Well, sorry. Turbo, what? Are you okay? Like, York Castle, for example, is just a glorified mansion. Man, I'd like to see a castle someday. Why are there no castles in America? Well, there are, Annie, but they're not, like, European castles. I have a castle near me. There's a castle near me. I'll put a picture of. Ortega Castle is the one near me. It's not really... I guess it's like a castle, but it's really not a castle like you think it is. It's in Huntington Beach. Bum, 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 ba-da-da. Bum, 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 ba-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You can hold weddings there. Annie had a wedding at the castle, I believe. Do 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 do. There's a tower in the middle, Clifford's Tower, but the actual keep is just a mansion-like building. York Castle, like Clifford the Big Red Dog, right? He used to manage several White Castles. Oh yeah, you used to do it in the restaurant business. That's right. Several you managed. Well, we're talking about a different kind of castle, Turbo. The British Isles were a huge war zone, and if you wanted to stay in power, you had to have a huge fortification. Whereas in the U.S., it was more primitive at the time. They were living in teepees. Well, not just teepees, but huts, wooden huts, or makeshift shacks, stuff like that. By the time we colonized America, we had kind of advanced beyond castle age. Yeah, so the Castle of America. Yeah, they're. You're right. They're glorified mansions. They're not like castles to protect against like invading and stuff, or different different areas against invasion. Where's the here we go. Eat, eat, eat the rich. Eat the rich. That's why England is such a great place to visit, besides London, which sucks, because there's so much... Yeah, your country's so old. Like, everything here is new, but, like, Europe is so old, and there's so much history to it. Like, I like those buildings that are, like, in Italy with, like, courtyards and, like, back alleys with doors and stuff. Bump, bump, bump. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If you like proper medieval stuff, you'd love England. I'd like to see it someday, but traveling's so expensive. Yeah, the US has Native Americans. There's like tons of Native American tribes. There's maps of like the Native Americans. There's like, I forget the ones near me what they were called. Not really Native American culture anymore. I mean, there are still reservations you can find, around. There are Native American museums, yeah. Howdy, Sev. How you doing? How did you decide how much you want to spend on video? How do I decide how much I want to spend on videos? So, Sev, what I do is if I want to play, I don't buy a game until I want to play it. And then I get it. If I'm not going to play it right away, I don't buy it. So that's how I decide. I don't really spend a lot of money on video games anymore. I'm very picky, much more picky than I used to be. And that just comes down to like, you got to put this stuff somewhere, and unless you have a house or a place to put it, it takes up a lot of space, and I have to really like a game now to actually buy it. So that brings into how much I am going to spend on it. Teepees and feathered hats are still a cultural thing in America that we don't have. Well, you don't really see teepees just in like museums or history document. I guess you can go to like a reservation, like a history park in out west and see teepees, but and the feathered hats you're talking about, that's more of a on reservations and in museums and stuff. That's just how much I spend. Excuse me, because I can't keep up with the number of games I buy versus. That's exactly why it's exactly the problem, Sev. You can easily get backed up and not play them. You can't. Like, I mean, that's a problem I had too. I was buying too much back in a long time. Back in my 30s and stuff, 20s and 30s, and I just had to stop. Because it would just sit there. Yeah, teepees aren't really structurally fixed like castles are. Yeah, they're made to be nomadic. This actually isn't too bad of a place to grind, I guess. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I could fight Orochi now, but I'm going to need some more spells. Told myself I would get to it all during retirement. Well, depending on how old you are, that's a long way away. And a lot can happen between then. You might not even have all those games by the time you get there. Because you're a pretty young guy, Sev. You might be... I don't know how old you are, but retirement's a long way away. One thing that is interesting about Blomberg Castle is that in Mountain Blade, Viking Conquest, it's the best castle in the whole game because it has a port. but you cannot siege it by boat because of the elevated plateau. Huh. Historical accuracy is something you really appreciate in that game, Mount & Blade. That's cool they actually made it historically accurate. Every other port castle is siegeable by boat. I remember you liked Mount & Blade. I've heard of that game. Did I see the video you sent? No, I didn't, Kid Ninja. And hello. We're having a good conversation about castles. So you can sail from there if you occupy it without worrying about naval sieges. The only way to siege it is to scale the walls with ladders. Let's see, which video did you send? Ba-da 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 bum ba-da ba-da bum ba-da bum ba-bum. Oh, the Beavis and Butthead one? Necro VMX? I haven't watched it yet. The layout of the castles is also pretty close to the real one, too. Though they elevated it a bit too high. Karen is probably 40 years out. You know, part of me wants to buy the physical media while I can before it all goes digital. That's fine. I mean, buy what you want. You know, it's your life. Enjoy it. Buy whatever you want, within reason. You know. Just try not to get suckered in by FOMO and all that. Also, it's a long but funny one. Exactly what they would do in... it's in Beavis and Butthead with Pokemon. You need to just wait for newer games to go on sale before buying them. I'm not going to get them right. Yeah, newer games especially go on sale really quick. Now, except Nintendo games, they never go on sale more than 30% off, sometimes digitally. Hey, we got a free luck seed. Also, the Sam & Max Chapter 3 remake is finally coming to late August after a year-and-a-half delay. So I'll finally get around to playing Chapter 2. Oh, they're making that? They're porting that over? That's the Telltale ones, right? So those things give you strength seeds, the goats. Well, thanks for joining me, guys, this evening. How was my vacation? It was pretty good. My sister and brother-in-law and niece and nephew came down and stayed here, and then I went with my sister and stayed with my sister and brother-in-law for a day. They had a rent in a beach house. It was fun. Thanks for asking. I was just happy to have the time off and do nothing. I have Thursday off. That's it, Sev. Just Thursday for the 4th. I didn't take any time. I should have took Friday off. Dead Rising is coming back with a remaster. I did hear about that. Mega Man's gonna be in it? Really? What are the best places to visit in America? Are you talking nature-wise? Because there's a lot of cool nature here. I would say any of that. We have great national parks. I would say go to those. Go see Grand Canyon National Park, Yosemite, Yellowstone, Grand Tetons. You can go to the Pacific Northwest. There's like rainforests up there. You can see the deserts. There's like deserts up in the Northwest. There's deserts in the West. You can go to Colorado and see the mountains. You can go to the South and see like the swamps and the beautiful oak trees and the climate there. You can see the Midwest with its sprawling fields and plains. There's a diverse nature setting in the U.S. I would say that's one of the biggest things about America that's great. Because it's so vast, you have so much nature, different parks, and just different areas to see. Very beautiful. I would say the parks. Grand Canyon was pretty sweet. Yeah, see all the corn in the Midwest? Yeah. You can go to Chicago and go to Galloping Ghost Arcade. That arcade is great. It's pretty awesome. I want to get back there. Plenty of nature over here as is. So if you're not looking for nature, I would say Galloping Ghost Arcade in Chicago is amazing. You could go to... you could go to the Northeast, up around Maine. It's kind of isolated in some parts. I'm the wrong person to ask. I don't really travel a lot, but I have been to some parks, and they're pretty. And Galloping Ghosts, so that's what I can recommend. Oh, you could, if you like bike riding, you could take the Great Allegheny Passage from Western PA, Pittsburgh to Washington, D.C. I want to do that sometime. I looked into it, but you had to have a person to go with, and I don't know anybody who would like to go. But someday I'd like to do that. You can take the Appalachian Trail. Or like Seb said, just go out in the Midwest and see corn. Right, next to a bike trail. What's the bike trail you live next to? I think you told me this before. What's the name of it? I'll look it up. Iowa State Fair if you find yourself in Iowa. Okay. The Iowa State Fair. There you go. Sev recommends the Iowa State Fair. Is that where you're from there, Sev? I think we mentioned this before you were from. I forgot. I'm not going to give away my location. Oh, you don't have to. Well. Bump, 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 bump. Sorry. You're from Iowa. There's some good parks in Iowa, national parks, right? Lots of corn. Where I grew up, there was lots of corn as well. I don't remember if you get a map in this game or not. The thing about the UK is that outside of London, it's not very urbanized. Very rural, huh? There's other cities, right? Yeah, I think there are some good parks, bike trails, and beer at the end of the bike trail. Hey, there you go. If you like that kind of sort of thing. Hey, we got a silver medal. I'd move to Iowa. Unless you live in London, Birmingham, Leeds, Bradford, or Manchester, you're not too far away from the countryside. Even Bradford is right near the countryside. Like right outside of Bradford is Haworth. Oh, there's a town in Dragon Quest VI called Haworth. Wonder if that's where they get that. Because they do puns and such. So Annie is leveling up quite nicely. Well, it will be based on the same Hayworth. It might be a pun on that. Iowa's nice if you want something low-key. Other than that, lots of food and drinks. I'd like to check out. I want something that's affordable. Not too crazy. And Howleth is in the Sticks. So yeah, in Dragon Quest VI there's a Howlsworth, and it's in the Sticks too. It's affiliated with the Soviet Union. Is it a Cold War thing? A cultural thing. Cultural thing. Man, I love how they have like a command that just heals you. Like you just hit it and it heals everybody to full HP. What other RPGs do that? Curious. Guess I can stop grinding here. Annie's not. She's getting up there, and she's getting up there in a good level. I can stop. I might want to get. Oomph. When HD 2D comes out, I'm going to run a different party than I normally would. That's always good to do. Like, I'm using a thief for the first time. I want to use him throughout the whole game. Because he steals a lot of good stuff. That's a good idea to do. Just have... Cities in the UK are mostly surrounded by countryside. Like York, for example. Once you leave, it's just our rural for miles. I don't... There's a lot of rural areas here too, definitely, because America's so big. I don't mind rural areas, I just prefer to live somewhere with better transportation. The only place in Yorkshire which isn't like that is Leeds, because Bradford is right next door. Leeds and Bradford are all like New York and New Jersey. Right next to each other, hard to tell whether you're in one or the other. They just blend into each other. Hey, Legacy, thanks for raiding. How are you? There's a lot of places in the US like that. There are, yeah. A lot of rural areas where they blend together, like, they're very similar. Gonna use the merchant goof off, because I don't know what they do. Oh, the merchant's good to start with. The goof off can level to a stage at level 20. So you don't have to get the book. Legacy, what's up? How you doing? Thanks again for raiding. What were you playing? Have a large concentrated urban metropolis in America, where the UK cities are just dotted in random spots near the countryside for the most part. Obviously, London is a metropolis, though. Good, can't complain. How is everybody? I'm doing good. Just grind 7 hours of 5 hours of Pokemon. Holy cow. Well, Pokemon Red, right? Is that what you're playing? Not much, but Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf, yeah, Fire Red and Leaf Green. Stream Team in full effect. You don't know how difficult it is to get to London from anywhere else in the UK. You can't just drive to London unless you go through hell. So you mean the roads are just bad, or it's like it's hard to get there? 5 hours. Oh, 5 hours you grinded in Pokemon Fire. Triple goof off and hero for healing. So with 3 sages, the game would be pretty easy. I think sage is like the best class in this game. 5 hours of Pokemon, yeah. The moment you enter London, you have committed a criminal offense and fined for driving in London. How's the game going? It's going good. I'm just grinding, trying to level my sage up here. Because I just class chained Annie from a goof off to a sage. Yeah, the beginning of the game would be tough. There are people who do solo runs with just a hero. I mean, it's not impossible. The Goof isn't useless. He has a lot of luck. It's like, I guess he could run away better? Unless you're a resident or driving for business reasons, no one else is allowed to drive into London? They keep people out of London? You can't just drive into it? London might as well be its own country. Brian, I'm going to leave you tab, but I'm hungry. Oh yeah, that's fine. Go get something to eat. Enjoy. Enjoy your food. You have to drive to the outskirts of London, park up, and take a train. Most people park up at Heathrow. So bye everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night. You too, Legacy. Thanks for stopping in. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks for raiding too. Thinking about me and raiding me. I appreciate it. Heathrow is just outside London, and they can take a train into London. I wonder what the public transportation... Is the public transportation in UK good outside of the cities? But if you think you could just take a train to London, it's not that easy either, because the public transportation in the north of England is the worst. It sucks donkey balls? Well, that's too bad. You'd think with such a smaller country, you'd have good public transportation. Buses will leave passengers stranded in the middle of nowhere. Trains are always on strike and closed, so you can't take the train. Taxis are expensive as hell, so the only way to travel is driving, and driving in London isn't fun. Yeah, I don't like driving in general. If you take the wrong turn on M25, the police will be on your ass and will fine you. Okay, I guess we can move on now. We know to come back here for the orb. Go to Jinpeng and get the zoom point. Also, the M25 is the world's largest car park. You'll spend 5 hours in traffic on the British equivalent of the interstate. And that's the M25 is what it's called? When you say car park, do you mean like highway? Or you mean like a place where you park your car? This is America's equivalent of a motorway? Yeah, a freeway, highway. Those two. M25 is a motorway orbiting London. So like a beltway is another term for something that circles around the city. That sounds like a beltway. M25 is the world's most congested freeway. So it's a car park because the traffic moves so slow even though the speed limit is 70. You'll move at 2 miles per hour. Sounds horrible. Full on traffic. Pulling traffic on each side, the Heathrow side and the M20 side is the worst for congestion because then the M20 has all the traffic going to Dover and Euro Tunnel. Heathrow M4 Tunnel has the traffic going Heathrow to park up and to enter London. Okay, there's some really strong enemies here. That's the guy, that's the Cave of the Necrogond. We won't be going there yet. That's near the end of the game. We need the Magma Staff to get there. Once you get there, you have to go to the Underground, and the London Underground is like being in a prison train. Probably be playing another 15 minutes and I'm gonna go to bed. Getting a little tired. This is Jinping, right? Longest train journey you'll have, and it feels like at least it's just a train line through the city. Then when you get out, you have to make sure you don't get robbed on your way to the platform. And you're out and everyone is riding in the streets and blokes with baklavas are patrolling, waiting for someone to stab. On the way to McDonald's for some dealing? Da, da, da. Drug dealing, of course. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, this is Jinpeng right here, right? This is Zipangu, the land of the rising sun. Let it be known that the world's morning dawn in this land. May the gods above save this man's daughter. What am I to do? My only daughter was chosen to be a sacrifice. Mystic Nut. Do you think Dragon Quest XII will come out on the PS6? Probably. I mean, I think it's another 5 years away. If I had to guess. Oh, PS4? No, it won't come out on a PS4. It'll be 5 or 6. PC, Switch. As much stuff as they can put in it. Probably. As many consoles as they can get plus PC to make money. Yeah, I don't think it'll be out on 4 though. I wonder if Yiego got away. I loosened the ropes that held her to the sacrificial altar. I'm from the land of the rising sun. A monster named Orochi preys on our people. It is terrible. Da, da. Go north here to where Ortega. Ortega went. If Dragon Quest XII comes out on a system that you don't have, will you buy a new system for it? Yes, Sev. It's probably the only game I would do that for right away. Like, but yeah, I would buy a new system for Dragon Quest. Yeah. This is Muor, a village far in the hinterlands. Kilt. My dad visited this place on his return to fight Baramos. Oh, Pokapa! Popokta will be delighted to hear that you're back. My son Popota was off to play in the market. Please go see him. Pokata! Welcome back, Pokata. They're mistaking me for my dad, Ortega. Judgment staff would be nice. Shears, fan. Vague clothes, black clothes, magic shields. Get the staff of judgment for Annie. Oh yes, that helmet there. You forgot it here before Pokata. I've kept it clean and polished so you could collect it any time. Oh, but before you go, could you see Popoka? Yo, if it isn't Pokapa. Long time. What, you're not? You look so much like him, though. Ah, welcome, Pokapa. Ah, Pokapa. Nope, you're not. Popoka is a little prankster. He often sneaks out of the village and plays outside. But because of that, he found Pokapa unconscious outside. He found my dad unconscious outside. Are you perhaps from Aliahan? I am. Yes, I thought so. Pokapa said he came from there. In Aliahan, I believe he went by the name of Ortega. He told me how it pained him to think of the baby son. He had to leave back home. Oh, you're that baby son? Yes. Yes, you do look a lot like Pokapa. Anyway, is Pokapa, I mean Ortega, doing alright? That's troubling. Please tell him to take good care. Wait, please wait. You can have the helmet downstairs. It's too big for me to wear. I think it would be happier if you had it. So you can take it. Yeah, they added the Ortega helmet in this game, in this remake. It wasn't in the NES one. I haven't heard what was said upstairs. I'm simply amazed that you're Pokapa's child. Please take this helmet. I'm sure that you'll be able to use it. Nice. $106 to $120. I bet you it's in that... There it is, right there. That's where it's at. I heard that you're Pokapa's child. I'm sorry that I mistook you for him. How silly of me. I don't think we have a zoom point at this place. Nope, we don't. Let's zoom. Okay, that's it for me tonight. Sev, Brain Juice, Ninja, Annie, Turbo. Have a good one. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.